Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Herd Stadium. We are live here in the city of Beverly to give you another edition of Panthers football, ready to get the season kicked off. I am Dominic Lorenzano alongside Rich Francis. And Rich, I mean, we've had maybe it's the last heat wave of the year. Panther football starts today. Pats are tomorrow, though. I mean, fall's right here. It's right around the corner. Like I said, last of the heat wave, that last part before the summer's over.
Let's hope. Let's
hope.
But it is football season. We had college football starting last week. The NFL started Thursday night. Nice to see the Lions beat the Chiefs, by the way.
Yes.
So today we got the Haverhill Hillies coming in, taking on the Panthers.
Yep.
And I think there are kind of like three stories. Story number one, Beverly looking to avoid a 5 straight season losing record. Talked with Coach Hutton. We'll get some points after that. He's really looking forward to this season. The kids have bought in. He's the culture. There's been a shift, so he's excited for the season. Another story on the Haverhill side of things. New coach,
yep.
Rob Pike. His father was a coach for Haverhill. He played there. He's a teacher there. So he's trying to create a whole new culture with the Hillies. We won't get into the details why he got it, but that's you can Google that one if you want.
Yes.
And then the other story is the weather. We may get some rain. It's muggy as all heck.
Yeah.
And if the sun stays behind the clouds, we should be okay. But if that sun comes out, fatigue may be a big thing. So, teams are going to want to get on the board early and just try to grind it out, get the lead and hold on to it.
Exactly. And so the Panthers, by the way, they are 3-2 over the past 5 seasons in their home openers, but they lost last year to this Haverhill team. They are 2-1 against Haverhill in their previous 3 matchups, but they lost last year 25-14. On the flip side, the Panthers 3-7 record last year, but they did win 3 of the last 4 games, by the way. So, I mean, they played better down the stretch. I know that the game against Salem was quite a fiasco a bit, but they had played better at the end of the year before that. So Haverhill kicks with a little squib kick, goes down and fields it. Right. But the other main topic, too, no Roman Sullivan this year for the Panthers.
Unfortunately, Roman went down with a serious knee injury in the spring. Coach was telling me they were running a clinic for the youth football players and just a freak injury. You hate to see any kind of an injury, but especially something like that, trying to help kids out, and then he goes down.
So anyway, Beverly ready to go on offense in that wing tee. Brian Kessel, the man under center once again this year. They bring the man in motion, handoff up the middle. And it's going to be a short game there.
Brendan McCarron with the carry.
And McCarron, as we mentioned last year, I think he played tight end mostly last year. Going to play fullback. Fullback very important in this wing tee.
And he's also a linebacker too. One of the better linebackers you're going to see in the conference. We got another linebacker we'll talk about a little bit later. Expect to see McCarron carry the load quite a bit from that spot in this pistol wing tee. Oops, fumbled the snap. Okay, but Conan picked it up.
Runs, but he's not going to find really much room at all. I think it's going to be about a 4-yard loss. And the Panther opening drive in danger of stalling out here. On the flip side, too, also the wing tee, known for running the football, but it's to be noted, they started to throw the ball pretty well in that formation at the end of last year. As you mentioned, I think Kessel finished with over 800 yards passing.
Yeah, Kessel almost 900, 880 last year, 57% percentage.
Moving in motion, dumps it out very short. The ball is caught, but all it really does is give him a little bit more room.
That was number 23.
To try and help field
Kevin
position
Hubbard.
On the punt. And Kevin Hubbard is the man on the reception.
Picked up about, 6 on that?
Yeah.
All right, so 4th down. Looks like they're going to punt the ball.
No, they're punting. Panthers set to punt that ball away. Good punt.
Nice punt there by
Danny
Pierce.
Going to take a bounce, continue to bounce, and going to roll all the way down inside the 20.
You know, it looked like Haverhill was going to get pretty good field position, but Pierce with a nice punt, and then he gets a nice roll off of that. So
yeah,
that
and then,
pretty
you know, the returner's decision to not go after it. I mean, I don't know if he just felt the pressure or didn't see it off the foot, but fortunately the Panthers get a very, very good bounce right after that. Probably rolled, what, another 15 yards?
Yeah.
All right, so now we will see the Hillies on offense.
Looks like they're in a spread.
Yep. Hilltop running that spread under, as you mentioned, new head coach Pike.
Tackles.
I know the big thing you have to watch out for them is their star wide receiver, Devin Carrero. That's James Farrell, the junior.
Yeah, good sized quarterback, good arm.
Hands it off again. Nice job by the Panther defense. The D-line closing that up pretty quick. So it'll be 3rd and 5 now. Trips formation to the near side. One wide receiver out there. Let's see if Beverly will hang back here or elects to bring some pressure. Looks like they'll go with just 4. Farrell's got time. High
nice
throw
play
and
right
incomplete.
there, broken up by number 7, Jaden Santos.
Jaden Santos, ball was there, but it was a little bit high on the delivery by Farrell, and a wonderful job by Jaden Santos to come in and make sure, clean the whole thing up, and make sure he wasn't going to come up and come down with it. So both defenses stout on the opening drives. 2 3-and-outs.
Sean Costa back to receive for Beverly.
Beverly was able to flip field on their punt, hoping Haverhill can. That's a fake!
Oh, they faked
He's
it
wide
open. Oh, my.
Oh, no! Down to the 50, gets past the tackle.
He's
Another
still
missed
going.
tackle before he's finally brought down, but a fake punt by Haverhill, pulling out all the stops. That was gutsy, backed up as far as they were.
That was a long pass, too.
I know.
I don't know who threw that. I couldn't see. I don't believe so, yeah.
No, he wasn't.
No. What was the number? Did you see that?
I believe it was Alexander Gomes on the reception.
Okay, Gomes. So Gomes is the backup quarterback, I guess.
Will take over 1st and 10 on the.
And you may actually see him get some playing time at quarterback.
All right, so now Haverhill looked like they had a 3-and-out. Big play on the fake punt. Bad snap. It's low. Farrell corrals it. He's going to get to throw it away. He didn't throw it away, but it's right through the defender's hands. As Farrell, I thought he was throwing it away. I don't know if he...
That was Shane Callahan on the play there.
I don't know if he was intending to and then just didn't get enough on it and get it out of bounds, but...
Defended by Shane Callahan.
I could have turned things around real quick.
That really could have. That was almost 2 times a disaster for the Hillies. A bad snap, and then Farrell, we all assumed was throwing it away, but instead threw it up for grabs. This time on the handoff to number 11, he's got some room. Plenty of room. Bounces into his own guy, though. That kind of stops his momentum before he's finally brought down.
Brandon Pirano, relative of one of our production team, Mike Pirano.
Now mark him just short of the line to gain. 3rd and 2.
Bring up 3rd down and 2.
Quick throw.
Pass.
It's there. First down and a few more.
Didn't see who that was, too.
That
was number 1, I think.
That's Carrero. That's their star senior wide receiver.
The barrel pass is complete to Devin Carrero.
The momentum really shifted with that fake punt.
Oh, yeah. Now on a handoff, plenty of room, steaming forward.
Jonathan Wallace with the carry.
Jonathan Wallace on the carry.
Second and 2 now.
Going the no huddle here, so it makes it difficult for the defense.
And bring up 2nd and 2 from the 5.
Watch out for the slant here. The split end.
Yeah, I thought they'd play a little tighter on these receivers. He's wide open in the back of the end zone, gets his foot down,
Carrero.
Touchdown. And that was the reception by Brandon Perano.
Carrero, 11.
Oh, I thought you said Perano. No, it was Carrero.
Yep.
So as we mentioned, the senior wide receiver, he got the quick throw out to the thing to pick up the first down, and then in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. And Haverhill took what looked like it was going to be a quick series on offense, a quick 3 and out, fake punt, and now they're going to have a 6-point lead, looking to make it 7 here. Extra point is up and good. So Haverhill on top, 7-0 with 7:17 to go.
Kick is good, making the score 7-0.
Couldn't tell, it's like a little stick and nod kind of route that Carrera ran to be
yeah,
back
kind of
out
looked
there.
like that.
Yeah. So demoralizing there for the Panthers. It was a great job on D to force the 3 and out, but then Haverhill, despite being backed up way in their own field, decided to roll the dice and go with that fake punt, and boy did things ever work out after that. So Panthers looking to respond here on offense.
And you know, Dom, you made a point. I mean, it's only a 7-point game right now. But if you get behind, you have to throw the ball a little bit more. Beverly would rather run the ball, grind it, set up the play action, and that kind of stuff. If they just got to drop back and throw, it's going to be a little difficult. Although I will say Brian Kessel's a nice drop back passer. He's got a good arm, has good vision out there. Another
they continued with
there.
the squib. That's off
Still bouncing,
him,
okay.
bouncing all around, and finally picked up by the Panthers.
All right, so obviously Haverhill doesn't want to give up any big kick returns.
No. A couple of misfortunes, by the way, too, on that drive for the Panthers. I mean, between the punt, then the very next play, you have the bad snap that goes through the quarterback's legs, but he's able to corral it, and then instead of throwing away, throws it up for grabs, and they just could not haul it in.
Right.
A couple of bad breaks for the Panthers as well.
1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line.
Beverly trying to respond. Hands up the middle. That might have been McCarron again. There's not a ton of room.
No.
Brendan McCarron,
And a
the ball
couple.
carrier.
Two on that?
Yep. And that's the big thing, too, right? Early in a game, you might only be getting 1 or 2, but it's about wearing down the defense. But you can't really do that if you do fall behind early.
Right.
And right now, it's only 7, so it's no big deal.
Yep.
But that style, you just can't be patient enough and wait. Kessel moving around. Kessel going to throw.
He's got his
Throws
tight
it out.
end.
He's got his tight end wide open. Missed tackle. He's past the 30.
Jack Considine right there, I believe that was.
As we used to call him when he played JV basketball, it was Monsterdine.
Monsterdine,
And Monsterdine was wide open there, broke a couple of tackles in a big play for the Panthers, and now they're in Haverhill territory.
Yeah, again,
39-yard reception for Jack Constantine.
Constantine's one of those kids that, you know, we had a chance to see him a couple years ago playing basketball. But last year we watched him, and Coach says he's got one speed, and it's full, you know, full,
Now trying
all
to
gears
test
you
the
got.
edge.
Okay.
Little bit of room, not much.
That was Hubbard.
Hubbard, yep. Kevin Hubbard on the carry. But continue with Jack, for sure.
Yeah, Considine, you're going to see his name called a lot on defense, too. He's just a full motor kind of kid, strong, big. He'll knock you down and laugh about it after.
I don't think he's playing basketball anymore, right?
No, I don't think so.
He's focusing fully on football.
I would imagine.
Kind of a loss, a little bit. But I get it. If it makes him that much better of a football player, then. Kessel, handoff again. He's got Hubbard by the jersey, though, and slowed him up. That's, he had a little bit more room.
Hubbard, the ball carrier.
But despite sort of whiffing on the initial tackle, he did grab a hold of that jersey. And was able to slow Hubbard up for the rest of his teammates to come get him.
He's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
So now it's 3rd and 9 for the Panthers. Easily 4-down territory.
Yeah. Passing situation. Try to get Kessel out of the pocket if you can. Oh, no,
Nope.
the handoff.
Faked it, little
Okay,
handoff.
little draw there.
Yeah.
Pick up a few yards. You said it's 4-down territory.
Well, exactly. That's what I was going to say. It's not necessarily
Brendan
passing
McCarron,
yet
the ball carrier.
because you know you have 4 chances.
Yeah.
But he didn't. What did he pick up? 3?
3 on that, maybe.
All right. So 4th and 6 now.
Going to bring up 4th down and 6.
Might be monster dying time again.
Yeah. Again,
He's a big, strong target.
I think you want to try to get Brian rolling out to his right again.
Mm-hmm.
Give him an option to run or throw. There you go. Run that waggle
Kessel
right there.
rolling
He's
out.
got a nice
He's
block
got
from
time.
McCarron. He's got
Throws
a
it
man.
up, but it's far too high.
How about intercepted on 4th down?
Oh, I
Probably,
didn't think he got his feet down.
but he did. Yeah, they gave him the interception. You'd probably, if you're Haverhill, you'd rather he just knocked it out of bounds.
I know, right? That actually loses them.
Yeah.
What? 10 yards?
Yeah, it's about a 10-yard loss there. So
It's not many times an interception works out in your favor, but that 100% did.
I know, right? I mean, it's not quite like a punt, but you know.
Yeah, but the closest thing you would have to a punt down there.
You know, you take a chance.
All right, so the Panther drive stalls out in Haverhill territory, but fortunately, they get an interception.
Their own 9-yard line.
Words that never
1st
come
and
out of
10.
anyone's mouth usually, but it does back Haverhill way up.
Throw a quick
Farrell
hit.
throws, quick strike again, and there's room again. That might have been Carrero also.
Number 2.
Nope, that was not.
Number 2.
That's Sebastian.
Guillaume.
Pass is complete.
Another senior wide receiver.
8 yards
By
on that.
David Conan.
Sebastian Guillaume with the catch there. Dropping
Farrell
back.
throws wide open.
Pirano.
Pirano with a huge tackle right there, though, because if he doesn't make that tackle, I mean, was it 6?
Yeah, maybe so. That was
Brendan Pirano.
That was Brandon Pirano again on the reception, and right now, this passing attack by the Hillies is gashing the Panthers.
Pirano. We're sorry. Sorry about that, Mike.
Pirano. All right, 1st and 10, coming in to about the 3-minute mark soon here in the first quarter.
We know there are a lot of Piranos watching this game, so we want to get it right. Farrell with the carry.
Farrell himself moving, big contact there.
Farrell on the keeper, tackled by Brendan McCarron.
He's brought down by Brendan McCarron. He is a big boy.
Yeah.
That's a big quarterback.
Farrell with the carry. Yeah, I mean, you know, kind of reminds me of Grimes over in Salem. Corey Grimes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Brandon McCarron captained the lacrosse team as well.
Yeah. Farrell with
Pretty good
time,
lacrosse player.
directing
He's throwing
traffic.
it.
Throws.
Oh, nice footwork by Carrero. They give it to him.
Beautiful
They give him the
football
catch.
by Devin Carrero. And a nice job of Farrell with the time to spare, directing traffic. Carrero come back to his quarterback as Farrell left the pocket. And really just a nice throw and catch.
Yeah, it was
Ball
up,
placement is perfect right there. Only a place Devin can get it. And then Devin's footwork to stay in bounds.
Again, the play breaks down. The coverage was good. It just broke down. You can only cover a guy for so long.
Yeah.
And Carrero's a legitimate threat out there.
Oh,
He
yeah.
Did a nice job keeping his feet in bounds. Both feet. He only needed one in high school, but he got both feet in.
Low snap again, but a fortunate bounce easy to him. Farrell
he's got
throws.
Carrero.
He's wide open, Devin Carrero. 3 missed tackles.
Oh, nice
4
move.
missed
Oh,
tackles.
another move.
5 missed tackles. Devin Carrero shaking and shifting his way deep into Panther territory there. He is so polished. The
Yes.
routes he
Yeah.
runs,
Kevin Hubbard.
the way he moves after the catch as well.
It was about 30-yard play right there.
Yeah. This is a lethal combination.
Dom, this may be a little old for you, but kind of reminds me of Anthony Carter out there.
Okay. I actually do know the name at least.
Michigan wide receiver.
Boy, he had so much room there. Wallace with the carry, and it was like the parting of the Red Seas.
Touchdown carry for Haverhill.
So early here in the first quarter, all Haverhill right now as their offense is humming. I mean, if you're Coach Pike, I mean, you couldn't have drawn it up any. You couldn't have scripted it much any better.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it took some gutsy things on the first drive.
Yep.
But ever since then, they have been a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, and it all started with that fake punt, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, the extra point is no good, though, so it'll stay 13-0. Minute 20 to go in the first quarter.
Score 13-0.
So, still the first quarter, but now down 2 scores.
Yeah.
Once again, probably forcing the pressure on the Panthers to be a bit more aggressive with the play calling.
Yeah,
and
you got to try to open
a bit
things
more
up a
throw
little.
passing.
Yeah, try to get some chunk plays as opposed to just grind it out. But still, first quarter.
Yeah.
You know, if you can come down, grind one out, get a score, and then get a stop on defense.
Yeah.
You know. A lot of NEC teams played last night. We'll do a quick rundown of the scores. It pretty much seems like if you're an NEC team and you play the Merrimack Valley Conference, you didn't do so well. But if you play Greater Boston League, you did really well. So now you got to figure out who to schedule for next year. There's that squib kick again.
Yep. I know, Panthers having a hard time with the squib kick on just picking it up and being able to do anything with it at all.
Well, you know, that squib kick does a couple things, right? I mean, it prevents the long return, but it also gives you an opportunity to maybe, pick up a fumble.
Thankfully there, Scott Quietek was able to fall on that.
Will start off 1st and 10 from their 36-yard line.
You know, it's interesting. It's a contrast in styles, too. Beverly with the traditional wing T. Got a jet sweep here.
Nice move.
Oh, got a move there.
Bounces, found the outside. That's a first down before he's finally brought down at the 50.
It looked like Sean Costa there.
It was.
Yep.
So that was actually Kevin Hubbard
Hubbard?
on the carry right there. And Kevin Hubbard with the best rushing play so far in the Panthers. And they get a nice chunk there on first down right at the 49.
What do you get, about 12 on that?
49-yard line.
Yeah. It's a 12-yard carry for Hubbard.
That helps. Open it up a little.
Yeah. So you go back to nope, Kessel going to throw one first down. That ball was picked off, though.
Nice play there by number 6, Jonathan Wallace.
I mean, I think Kessel just never saw him sitting there. But still, he was so close to the play.
Yeah.
And Kessel put some heat on that ball.
That's good hands right there.
That I am surprised Wallace able to come down with that.
I didn't notice. Is he wearing the gloves? Those sticky gloves?
Maybe. Jonathan Wallace, he's the running back on the other side of the football, but showing he's got hands there. They see they go for a quick strike here after a turnover. That's exactly what they're doing. And they have Carrero once again open in the middle of the field. Very nice ball placement, by the way, because if you notice, actually, if Farrell leads him more, he does lead him into a hit and into coverage.
He's going to get his head knocked off.
He freezes him right there in that spot. They're really on the same page.
Yeah. You know, Beverly's going to see some good quarterbacks in the NEC, so this is good practice.
Farrell throws. What a catch by Carrero. And just as I complimented the ball placement by James, he was off on that one behind Devin. But Devin went out there one-handed and brought it in.
Yeah, he's showing us something right now. If you're a scout, you actually want to watch both of these guys.
I know.
He's got a quarterback with good size, good strong arm. He's got a receiver who can make plays out there.
Very polished, both of them.
And you know what? You got to give the offensive line credit because they're giving him lots of.
Now want to run on Wallace, making a couple men miss. Finally brought down after a couple of misses. Someone went low, made him jump, and then there was two people there to sandwich him midair.
With the carry for
got
Haverhill.
ourselves a first down.
But it's starting to feel like right now, this Panther defense is in need of a big play.
Yeah, and like we said, with at least they catch a break here with the end of the quarter. I was just going to say, they got to get off the field too, so that they can, so the fatigue doesn't hit them. Luckily, the sun hasn't come out, but there's, it's an impressive mugginess that kind of sits on you a little bit. You might start seeing cramping later in the game. It's a pickle juice kind of day, as they say. A lot of football teams drink pickle juice during their games.
I just don't know if I could do it.
All right, so with the end of the quarter there, we got some talk a little bit about the boosters, Beverly Boosters. They have two sponsors this year they'd like to acknowledge. Temporize Heating and Cooling and the New England Flag Football and Basketball Program League. So those are the two key sponsors this year. They help with the program. Give the kids an opportunity to do some fundraising there. Also, if you came in through the ticket booths, if you did that, you wouldn't be watching this right now. But Beverly Bootstraps is doing a food drive. You can take your non-perishables down to the games if you have an opportunity.
Yeah.
And if you don't have an opportunity, Bootstraps will take whatever you have at any time. So bring it on down.
All right, so we are underway now here in the second quarter, flipping the field. Beverly with their backs against the wall, physically and figuratively. In need of a big stop right here, but it's 1st and 10 on the Panther 13.
Run to Perino.
There's Perino. I thought he had more room than that, but he ends up getting stopped. Beverly's saying he ripped the football away, but the refs are not buying it.
Pick up about 4 on that.
And he doesn't have to worry about inside because we've got that covered. Stay with it.
Brian Kessel had the ball at the end of that, but as I said, they said he was down. All right, there's Wallace again.
That's actually
slowed up
5.
a little bit. Yeah, you're
That's,
right.
Jaden Brito.
Yep. Burrito got away from the initial tackle, but he did slow him down quite, he slowed him down enough for the rest of the guys to get there.
On the carry.
So it'll be 3rd down now at the 6. Panthers 2 chances
So you got Wallace
for a big stop.
back into the game.
Wallace,
a good-sized kid, huh?
Yeah, he is. Wallace, the man for why they're down there right now. He's got the pick. Farrell leaves the
he's
pocket
running.
again.
He's
This has
gonna
been
run. He's gonna
trouble.
take it.
Farrell's moving. He's going to go down now.
I think he got the first down, though.
I think he did.
Yes, he did. Picked up about 3 on that.
Farrell with the keeper, tackled by Brian Kessel.
Quarterback.
That is so
taking on
huge
each other.
when you're basically in a goal-to-go situation, but you can actually pick up a first down.
Yeah. And there goes Wallace.
Wallace again
And
runs.
He's in.
Is he?
Yep.
Wallace across that goal line and
Wallace
in.
into the
Haverhill
touchdown for Haverhill.
continuing its offensive performance.
Again, we pointed out the time that the offensive line is giving Farrell when he drops back to pass. They're doing a really nice job in the run game, too. With that spread offense, you kind of spread out the line a little bit, so you get these big gaps that on defense you got to try to fill. And they're doing a nice job. You see these guys, they're pulling, making blocks. and they're just controlling the line of scrimmage, which, as you hear often, is the key
Yes.
to winning a game.
Most of the time.
Whoever wins in the trenches.
You certainly can't be losing in the trenches.
Yeah, right. Unless you got really good special teams.
Yeah.
And we see Coach Pike is trying to prevent the special teams from having an impact here with those short kicks.
Yeah. He feels very confident with his defense's ability to get him stops.
So while we were talking, it looked like he missed the extra point on that. So to make it 20-0.
So that is the second miss on that.
Oh, they missed one earlier, so they made that. I just looked at the scoreboard and saw 20. There you go, Dom. Band's playing a little Taylor Swift for you.
Oh, yeah.
I know you're a big fan. You're a Swiftie.
Huge, huge Swiftie. All right, there's that squib kick again.
Oh,
no,
there
it's
it
off
is.
his hands.
Oh.
It might go to Haverhill's way now.
And that's the play that we were talking about. You may not always. Okay, so Beverly was able to recover that.
So fortunately, Beverly's able to recover it. Because I tell you, they lose that. If they lose that, I mean,
like Callan McKay was there to recover it.
Whoever's able to recover it, that's like
Tight end.
game saving at this point right now.
Speaking of Callan McKay, I know his grandfather, Ed Armstrong's watching. A big fan of Beverly High School. Played football back in the previous eras. Don't know exactly which year it was, but we know he's always watching the game. So say hi to Ed.
Panthers have been able to create a few big plays.
Yeah.
Did it with
McCarron,
Hubbard
again.
on the first play last drive running the football.
Yeah.
And they had a big, 39-yard reception by Constantine.
Right. Okay, so that's about a 3-yard gain for McCarron.
It was McCarron, the fullback, pounding it up the middle for a quick 3.
3-yard gain's going to get 2nd down and 7.
Again, Beverly seems to be, in the passing game anyway. I think you want to roll Brian out.
Yes.
Run a waggle or something like that. Get him out of the pocket. Give him a little time. Let the play develop. Looked like 2 players were
Yeah, I was
moving on
just
that.
going to say that. There were definitely 2 people moving on that. Beverly kind of getting away with that.
Well, that's one of those things about that
That
the
was
wing
McCarron.
T. You have guys going just at the snap, and so it looks like, a lot of times it looks like they're going early. And sometimes they get called, sometimes they don't. They pick up about 3 on that.
Another 3-yard carry. McCarron again. So it'll be 3rd and 4.
Going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Maybe that's a 4-yard carry.
All right. 3rd and 4. Let's see if they go to the air or, knowing they have to go for it on 4th, continue on the ground. That's exactly what they're going to do. On
Cuts
the ground,
up, and
he
got the
picks it
first
up.
down. That looked like Hubbard or Costa. That's 22, Costa.
That's Costa. So Sean Costa on the big 3rd down carry there, picking up a Panther 1st down. And now they're back with the ball at the 49. That's exactly where they had it last drive as well. Kessel fakes it to one, goes to another, but there was nothing.
75 was right there. That was.
That's McLean. Oh no, wrong one.
I don't see a 75 on the roster.
Daniel Cohen with the carry.
I know.
Beverly.
Lost.
High school roster sheets,
Right.
but a big tackle. Big loss.
Yeah.
And that's always the problem with this wing T as well. It's great when it's working, going
Right.
downhill, wearing down a defense. But the problem is if you fall behind on 1st down.
Oh, he's got him wide
But he's
open.
got him wide
Conan.
open.
Nice play
Oh,
fake.
dang,
And Conan's
he's gonna
going
be
to take it to the
all
house.
the way into the end zone.
54 yards.
Daniel Conan. And I don't know if they got Haverhill a little bit too aggressive trying to sniff out the run. but they sucked the defender in. Conan got behind him, and it was easy after that.
That's a really nice play fake by Kessel. He kept that ball in the pocket, in the belly there for a long time to make it look like it was a run.
Yep.
And then he just pulled it back, and Kessel was Conan was wide open. The defender just kind of had his eyes looking in the backfield.
And maybe a Hilly defense a little bit too hyped after getting that big tackle for loss on first. Feeling good, we're coming down, you know, we're going to stop the run. And play action right there completely sucked them in.
Well, you know, Dom, we were talking about, you know, you run the ball in this offense, you run the ball up the middle, it's those 2 yards, 3 yards, and a lot of it is getting the defense to creep up, and then you run that fake there. So, you know, they had been running on first down.
Here's the other thing, too. Not only in the
plays.
wing tee is it running up the middle, but when you do things on the perimeter as much as they do from as far to the perimeter, you make the DBs do have to think about the run. And you bring someone in motion on that jet sweep, all of a sudden the DBs can't be like, oh, I'm just worried about the wideout.
Yeah. And, you know, especially if you're in a man-to-man defense, too, which, truthfully, I didn't notice whether they're in man or zone there. But, you know, your safety's looking in the backfield. He's creeping up. So then even if you do make the pass over the top, you don't have that other guy to help out. And like you said, because of those jet sweeps, those cornerbacks have to come in, creep in a little bit, and they're thinking about that. Nice kick.
Very nice kick. Sends him backpedaling into the end zone. He's going to return it. Oh, he takes a big shot.
He's lucky the guy come flying in didn't actually hit him.
I know. Was that Carrero on the return, too?
That was number 2.
Okay. We've seen him, too, though. That's Sebastian.
Sebastian Guillaume,
All right. So the Panther defense with a nice little break and a boost of momentum as the offense is able to answer on a big play by Daniel Conan.
That long kick there by Danny Pierce was kind of helpful to Beverly, kind of shorten, you know, lengthen the field a little bit. You know, field position often does play a big role in the games.
Indeed. They bring a man in motion,
Okay,
but
we got a false start.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, they put the running back in motion, and
Parker Denatali.
First and 15.
You know, a play like that kind of helps you out if you're the defense, not just the penalty there, but, you know, your running back goes out and there's nobody in the backfield, so you know it's a pass. So you can kind of loosen up and focus on the pass.
Was it the man in motion who also was called for the false start, though?
I don't think so, to tell you the truth. I think it was one of the wide receivers.
Okay.
Okay, first and 15 now, so that helps. Wide with both receivers there.
Yeah, very
really
wide.
Opens up that field. Okay.
They've been attacking that middle,
Oh,
and they've got him wide open,
ball
but
hit the
Farrell
ground.
misfires, and that one hits the ground.
They finally got pressure on Farrell there.
Yep. Tucker Grant, I believe, is the intended target.
Pass intended for Darrell Grant is incomplete.
I didn't see who got the pressure on him there.
No.
I think it was Considine, actually,
Yep.
but I'm not sure.
One of the few misfires of the day by Farrell, but as you mentioned, part of that, the pressure. That's what they're going to have to do.
It was a slow developing play, too.
It was.
Thrown again.
Got pressure again, but
screen.
they set up a screen. It's there, makes a man miss. 2 men miss, bouncing off a tackle, and a first down.
16 yards for Burrito.
That is Jaden Burrito on the screen. And as you mentioned, just as the Panthers get pressure on Farrell the play before, Haverhill responds by trying to suck them in again. And setting up that screen nicely.
That's a nice play call right there.
It is. It's a very nice feel for game situation. Farrell on the move. I know. I thought that was going to be a flag. They're arguing about it right now.
Yeah, didn't get the call.
But he didn't get it. And instead, it's Farrell leaving the pocket and picking up a decent chunk of yardage there, scrambling.
Connor LaCall looking for the call. He kind of looked like he got grabbed in.
I thought he did too.
9-yard run by Farrell makes it 2nd down and 1.
And you also saw afterwards, LaCall went over there and had to help Considine fix his jersey, which kind of leads you to believe someone may have grabbed that too.
All right, 2nd and 1. Haverhill on their own 40 after the 9-yard scramble. That was a jet sweep to Carrero, always dangerous in open field with the ball in his hands. He makes a couple men miss down that sideline and finally brought.
Yeah, that was a handoff. That was run by Carrero.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm saying just get the ball in his hands in open field.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. No, I know he didn't throw it.
I was actually reacting to the other people in the booth.
Oh, okay.
Run by Devin Carito.
1001.
He got pushed out actually a little earlier than I thought, though. I thought he had made the 40, but he's about 2 yards short. So ball on the Panther 42 now. Fake the jet sweep.
Right down the
Bale's
middle.
got Carrero
on the post.
wide open on the post, and another Haverhill touchdown.
That's a beautiful pass, though.
It really is.
42 yards.
Right now,
Real deal.
this spread attack is getting executed almost to perfection. I don't know what they call it. It kind of looks, with how much they are attacking the middle of the field and how spread out they are, it almost looks run and shootish.
Yeah, I mean, essentially the spread is the run and shoot, just, you know, a little different, but, you know, it's very similar to that.
It's very, but I think the run and shoot has a very, a specific philosophical approach to throwing the football. Option routes, lot of middle of the field, and I think they like to go even wider.
Yeah. The run and shoot, like you said, the option routes here, it's pretty much we're running a post, and that's what you're going to do. It's just, you know, protect the quarterback and make a play.
Yes.
And with a kid like Carrero, if you give the quarterback time, he's going to beat you. Carrero is going to beat you.
I know.
Because he's running nice routes. He's getting himself open. And Farrell just was, on that play, Farrell just stood back.
I know.
Wait, good form, you know, textbook post on that.
Carrero's route running and feel for things in the middle of the field for what the defense is and where it is has been on full display today.
You know, it's a team game, but again, what we're also seeing is the missing Roman Sullivan.
Yes.
He's a cornerback as well, defensive back. You know, your whole defense kind of changes when you lose a kid like that.
Yes. And, you know, with the wing tee, it creates a lot of things and other opportunities for other guys on the offensive side. But you're right, on the defensive side, when you're facing a passing attack like this and a wide receiver like this, missing your best DB is a tough blow.
Okay, Daniel Conan with
and someone with not just the whole package, right? But it's also simply just a foot race thing also. I mean, Roman has got more speed probably than anybody else on the Panther defense.
And Carrero, as you can see, is fast, yeah. And that's what it is. I mean, he runs that post. He's beating the man to that spot just because of his speed and his athletic ability. All right, so 6.5 minutes left to go in the half. 27-7.
Beverly wants to stay in this game. They're getting forced into a shootout. Sean Costa weaving his way around a good amount of room.
Nice run by Costa there.
Probably
picks up
an
8 or 9, right?
Sean Costa with the carry for Beverly.
A lot of wiggle, a lot of waggle.
9 yards.
9 yard gain. Okay.
Costa is a sophomore.
Are they moving the chains completely?
Okay. Costa's a sophomore too.
Yep. And there's another run to Costa again, but not as much room that time as he is clamped down by 2 white shirts.
Did a nice job getting out of the backfield, and, you know, looks like he got shaken up a little on that.
You got hit pretty hard.
Yeah. Pick up 2, maybe 3. Coach Reardon tells us another lacrosse player right there.
Obviously, you want points, but it would also be lovely if you can get points and run down the rest of the clock and not give them the ball back.
Yeah, you're at a point right now where you don't want to give Haverhill that ball.
No.
Karen.
McCarron
Still
up the middle,
going,
bounces
breaks
off a
tackle.
tackle. I thought he was dead to rights, but he was able to get away.
Picked up another yard off of that.
Brendan McCarron, the ball carrier.
Again, McCarron's a strong kid, workout fiend, good athlete, lacrosse player, as we mentioned earlier. And, you know, we said last year he didn't really get to play a full season between illness and injury. So we're looking for him to break out this year.
Yeah.
On both sides of the ball.
All right, 3rd and 5, reaching close to the 4.5-minute mark. Kessel straight back to throw.
No one there. That's nice coverage.
Pocket collapsing, and they're going to go.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, they're going to get called for a hold after
Runs
that.
out of bounds.
Kessel out, but this thing's coming way back. Unless Haverhill chooses to decline it and force them on a 4th down.
Yeah, and it looks like they are. They declined it. Good call, Tom. Good coaching. Yeah, they lost a yard on that play.
Yeah, they end up losing a yard, and man, what do you do here?
Well, it looks like
Beverly's
going to punt it.
Yeah, I guess you kind of have to.
Danny Pierce, also a quarterback, so you might see him do something. Who knows? But
Danny Pierce on to punt for the Panthers.
I think you might actually see them taking it.
Good.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
It's not there.
Nope, it's not there.
It's not there.
Pierce lost his helmet on the play too. So they put the man in motion to pull the defense over to the right side, but instead they ran it left. You know, another thing, point out, Benjamin Herring, as you can see him right there, number 61, he's got the big club on his hand.
Yep.
He was an all-conference defender, linebacker last year. Just got cleared, had a wrist arm injury, just got cleared to get back. So as you can see, with that kind of club there, they don't let you smack guys with it.
And
so it really is going to be, you know, kind of difficult for him to make some plays out there.
It's wrap up or reach out with one hand.
Yeah, it's not like Deacon Jones used to slap guys up the head to get to the quarterback.
Farrell back to throw. Plenty of time.
Perino.
There is Perino again on the short little curl route.
Picked up about 7 or 8. Yeah, I'd say, 7.5 probably, right?
All right, 2nd and 3.
And we're going to get a timeout. Timeout Beverly. I don't know if that's coach saw something he didn't like or just let's give these guys a break.
Maybe. Could be a little bit of both, but the break thing definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
As 3:58 to go and Haverhill with good field position.
Well, and you can see Beverly plays a lot of guys 2 ways. And so, you know, Haverhill, if you look over there, you get decent numbers over there. They got a lot of guys playing 2 ways too. But
yeah.
You know, talking with Coach Hutton, he knew they were going to see a tough opponent. Haverhill, one of those city teams, he said. They come in, you know, they got good numbers. They're tough, right? You got kids who just come in, they want to knock you around. And we're seeing that. That offensive line is knocking people around.
Yeah, they are. The amount of time that Farrell is getting in the pocket is just
Yeah.
I mean, I think they've really only gotten true pressure once.
Yeah. Yeah, and that forced an incomplete pass.
And with this scheme and the talent of these receivers, you give him time like that to just pick his spot.
Yeah, I mean,
it's trouble.
You got twins on both sides here, and 2 of those twins right now, Guillaume and Carrero.
Yep.
They're going to run about.
Fake it one way, run the other way, and there's plenty of room for Jaden Brito.
About 10 yards on that play.
10-yard carry for Brito, and they will move the chains. Farrell to throw.
Oh, nice pass.
One over one defender right into that spot again, and it's Devin Carrero.
Farrell pass is complete to Carrero, tackled by Daniel Conant.
15-yard
Farrell
pass right there.
getting it up over the defender and into the arms of Devin.
Farrell's got a nice release.
Mm-hmm.
That's
James Farrell is a
that was
junior, by the way,
Wallace.
too, so he'll have one more year.
Yeah, so that was Wallace with the carry for 2.
I mean, I'm not a talent evaluator. I'm wondering what level he's going to go, though, at quarterback.
Yeah.
Because he looks smooth. He's got the size. Decent arm.
Oh.
Quick out the other way
Rhino.
to Perino again. It's mostly been a Perino and Carrero heavy attack.
Yeah, he only picked up about a yard on that.
Yeah. We've seen, although we have seen Sebastian a couple of times as well.
150.
That ball actually looked like it was behind him.
Yeah.
1 yard.
I thought Perino was going to catch it and throw it, but we'll put that down as a pass in our stats. Third and 7 now.
Be a weird time to do any type of double pass, though. I mean, I think that ball just.
You're going to see a straight handoff here.
It's just no. I meant on the Perino
Oh,
one.
yeah,
from
right. You're up.
This
20
is not
points,
well. Not
yeah.
even that. There's just not a lot of field
Yeah.
either. Usually you do that with a lot more field to go.
Just because the pass was behind him, I was thinking.
No, I know.
Okay, we're going to get a timeout. Haverhill here. Little communication
Timeout.
breakdown right there.
April.
Sun's starting to peek out a little bit from them clouds now. Luckily, it's near the end of the second quarter, but. Was that the Panthers calling that time, or?
That was Haverhill.
Okay, it was Haverhill that time.
Looked like they couldn't get their play straight.
Okay. So, almost an even 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and what has just been an offensive blitz by Haverhill as they are firing on all cylinders.
You know, Dom,
Panthers get another game before they go in conference. I believe it's North Andover. They'll be at
Okay.
North Andover
Okay.
before conference play starts.
all right.
They'll open with Peabody in conference play, which
Peabody looked pretty good last night, I guess, in their game.
really Lynch ain't there anymore though. He left, right?
No, but they got Batista and a lot of those other. They still got a lot of those receivers. They squashed Revere 35-0.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We'll
Well, as we mentioned,
we'll do a
when
quick area roundup.
when the NEC has played the Greater Boston, usually it was turning out pretty good.
Unless you're playing Everett, you're
Yeah.
doing pretty good. So. Run to the outside.
Straight handoff to Carrero. Carrero stops, jumps.
Might have got the first down
He
with
might
that
have.
little jump. We've got a Beverly player down right now. But
Yeah,
he's
he
back
gets
up.
back up. Ooh,
Stacked.
That looks like McCarron. Looks like
Ooh.
a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Don't like the way he went down on that.
And he's having a hard time
Yeah.
getting back. Oof.
That's too bad. He was snake bitten last year. All right, so we're going to get a measurement here. First down. All right, so
So McCarron, the fullback, the one shaken up.
and that was Carrero.
You hate to see that.
From the
Yeah.
5.
203, 203, covers 2.
And you hope not too serious. Fullback always very, very key in the wing T offense.
Yeah, well, he's
And obviously
his
he
helmet
plays
back
both
on.
sides. Okay, that's good.
trainer Brittany Hoyt checking him out. Looks like he's ready to get back in.
All right, good, good.
Now, I think he's had a shoulder issue previously because you can see that brace he's wearing on his shoulder.
Kevin is going to take it inside.
Another
Farrell
pass.
throws
Nice
off his
broken
hands.
up and
Chance,
oh, couldn't get it.
Dives out to try and get the pick.
And who was that? That was Herring.
Yeah,
Couldn't hold on to it probably because he's got that club on his hand.
yeah.
Nice
You know,
play by
it's
the.
hard to make a diving catch when you only have one hand.
Yeah, that's a nice play by. I think that was Hubbard over
Yeah, it
there
was.
as cornerback.
Hubbard on a great Great.
Nice job breaking it up.
Great play. Bang, bang right there. Ball coming in
Two
the
hands.
end zone.
And, you know, I said he just got cleared to play, so he probably hasn't even been practicing much with that thing on his hand. So
Yeah. It doesn't matter how much you practice. It's hard to make a diving catch with a clubbed hand.
All right, so McCarron's back in there to make the tackle there. So Farrell with the carry. Picked up about 2 or 3.
Yeah. Is the ball on the 1?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
That was a high snap there, too, for Farrell. And you think if the snap wasn't high, he might have been able to.
All right, 3rd and 1, ball on the 1. Pounding up the middle. Did he get in?
Not in.
He did not. So
actually, that wasn't Farrell. That was number 12.
Yeah. That's Alexander Gomes.
Okay, Gomes.
Jones with the carry is stopped at the 1. Can bring up 4th and goal.
Who I believe we saw in the fake punt.
Yep.
So decision time for the Hillies.
Clock's running. Yeah.
He'll run it all the way down to
So
1 second.
1 play left.
To decide what he's going to do. They did miss 2 extra points, so.
4th and goal from the 1.
Looks like Gomes is staying out there with the huddle. He's an athlete. He's the kind of kid who you can put him a lot of different places. Gomes.
Well, he plays DB on the defense too, so.
And he has played quarterback in the past. According to my research, coach said, you know, nothing's set in stone. You get a chance to compete for the job. This would be big for Beverly if they can get a stop here.
I know. At least get some positive momentum too going into the half. You're still down a couple of scores,
the other thing
but
is,
it's at least it's a shot of energy.
Yeah, the other thing is Haverhill gets the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
So if you can stop it.
All right. 4th down at the 1. Haverhill trying to punch in another score before the half ends. Gomes under center again.
And they stop him.
Panthers stop him.
Big stop right there to end the half.
And the Beverly defense rises to the occasion here to close out the first half with a massive stop of the Hillies to keep this game where it is. And right now we'll go into the half with Haverhill up 27-7. And a quick recap here with Rich of what to talk about there.
Well, you know, it's been the Farrell Carrero show, really. Perino's had his opportunities too, but really Farrell, he's looking at the numbers right now, he's 14 for 16. I don't know the how many yards, but he's thrown an awful lot.
Yes.
A few touchdowns.
And it's mostly when they've gashed them for big plays, it's been Carrero. Yeah,
Carrero's got 8 catches. He's got a couple runs, too. He's got 8 catches. He's I think he's over 100 yards. So, you know, the line play, Haverhill's dominating the line play right now. Beverly hasn't been able to string together a bunch of plays. They did get that touchdown by Conan a couple drives previously, but you know, they got their work cut out for themselves in the second half.
And 2 big plays that you can really look on in the first half to get us to the fake punt, for sure.
Without a doubt.
And then Panthers trying to answer. They get the big run, but then the interception on what was a really nice play, strong hands by the defender. But that hurt as well. That gave Haverhill the ball back when Beverly was driving.
Yeah, against this Haverhill team, turnovers, you're not going to do very well if you're turning the ball over. And right now, Beverly's got 2 turnovers. Haverhill got none. So
yeah, indeed. All right, so with that, we will cap things off here in the first half, get you out to the second half in just a minute. 27-7, Hillies in front.
The BHS band will present the first portion of its brand new halftime show today, entitled Rebellion, a musical montage that celebrates a spirit of non-conformity and rejecting the status quo. The band is led by young neighbors Susie Tadero and Oliver Sutton. The color guard captain is Ella Checkfield. Directing the color guard is BHS Class of 2018 graduate Meg McCoy. The drumline instructor is UMass Lowell graduate Matthew Burnett. Serving as the band's drill instructor once again in his 12th year as North Reading Elementary band director and all-around nice guy, Christopher Fashion Joe Hero. This year's another marching band staff includes new music teacher Adam Silva and BHS music alums Matt Haverhill and Brett Epstein. And as a show-up at Beverly High School band director is Adam Costa. Many thanks go out to our BHS music parents and the Beverly Music Performing Arts Association for their continued support with our transportation and equipment needs, as well as running the concession stand for today's game. Please take a visit to yourself to a snack. BHS Music Parents relying on the hard work and support of these parent volunteers and sponsors like Berlin Production and Joy. Drum majors, are you ready? And now, ladies and gentlemen, the BHS band presents Rebellion, a musical tapestry of melody and message that shines a light on rock and roll, anti-authoritarian DNA. First up, a song whose infamous music video and controversial rejection of conformity earned its writers one of the first explicit content labels in music history. Here now is Twisted Sisters, a 1984 hard rock classic, We're Not Gonna Take It. Up next, the band would like to perform its tune from one of the most revered punk rock bands of all time, a song that addresses the censorship of banning of Western music by certain foreign countries. This in 1982 cut was only the top 10 hit in America for this English band before their demise in 1985. From the album Combat Rock, here is Rock the Kabash by The Clash. BHS Panther Marching Band, everybody. This concludes today's performance. The band looks forward to hearing you play again October 7th right here at Herd Stadium, when we'll feature even more new music from our 2023 halftime show. Thank you for all of your support and music education in Beverly Public Schools. Enjoy the second half. Go Panthers!
we are back here, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting ready to get you out here to the second half of action here between your Beverly Panthers and the Haverhill Hillies. I'm Lorenzano, Rich Francis back on. Minute away from getting things started here in the second half, and right now, Beverly's got their work cut out for them a little bit, down 27-20. On the positive end, though, you know, the defense, they had some problems, but they at least get a nice shot of energy there and something to be positive about at the end of the first half, getting that goal line fourth down stand against Haverhill.
Yeah, that was a big play, you know, on the 1 yard line and, you know, 4 down territory. And they made 2 stops in a row. Gave them a little boost going into the half. Of course, they get a kick off now to Haverhill and put the ball back in Farrell's hands. James Farrell, 14 for 16, 187 yards, a few touchdowns with that. He's also got about 22 yards running. I don't know if you talk about Farrell or Carrero. Carrero's got 138 of those 180-plus yards that Farrell's thrown. So, you know, you got 2 stars right there, it looks like.
Yeah, that duo right now has been quite the problem on the other side. Beverly's got 7 points. I thought they've been able to create some big plays, some gash plays. They had a drive stall out, though, in Haverhill territory, and then the big killer was the interception near midfield after the big run by Hubbard as well. So the Panther offense, it's not like they've been completely held down or anything. They just got to finish off and avoid turnovers.
Yeah, if they can do that, you know, they haven't been able to really string together many long drives, which with this kind of offense is what you really try to do. They did have that big 54-yard touchdown, which is always nice to see. But, you know, before we start up, let's do a quick run around the conference. Most of the games were played last night.
Yes.
Marblehead lost to Bishop Fenwick 14-10.
That was surprising.
Yeah, well, you know what? The kids who decided to stick around for Fenwick got it done, it looked like.
Yeah.
And they lost their quarterback to a dislocated knee, I guess.
Oh,
So the backup quarterback came in. Peabody squashed Revere 35-0. Saugus pummeled Chelsea 40-6. Gloucester crushed Somerville 42-8. So, you know, you take on the GBL and you do all right. Masco lost to Bill Ricker 34-14. Danvers lost to Tewksbury 14-7. Winthrop beat Stoneham 14-7. And Salem with an offensive performance over Arlington 51-26. And Swampscott tied Auburn 15-15.
Wow.
So.
Now we've seen the Salem programs. It's been down, but a lot better last year.
Yeah.
Where is Arlington rank in the things though? Are they playing a lower?
Let's ask our experts over there, Phil Stacy. Maybe he can help us out.
Yeah.
Phil, what do we know about Arlington? Very good. Okay. All right, so that doesn't really tell us much about what Salem's got, but Salem bringing back a lot of players, so you know they might be a team to watch. Yeah, and Peabody. All right. So the return there by Guillaume.
We'll see when they get the
I think Peabody right now, we're looking at as the team to beat in the conference. They're ranked in Boston Globe's top 20 anyway. All right, so Guillaume brings it out to the 25-yard line or so. 26-yard line.
First and 10 from their 26-yard line.
Ball here at the 26 for Haverhill to begin the second half here. Panthers, as we mentioned, got a big stop on D to at least end the first half and hoping to continue and ride that momentum here into the second half.
Yeah, so we're seeing Haverhill switch a couple newer players in that haven't been out there much.
Just
But the
3
same
Farrell
guys.
running,
Farrell with
but
the run.
Farrell is going to be corralled.
That was a pass play, or at least it looked like it.
Yeah, James
3 yards.
decided to just bail very quickly.
Yeah. Well, I think it was supposed to be a quick hit, and it wasn't there, so he just took it for 3 yards.
Going to bring up second down and 7.
Handoff.
Handoff and a big run. Was that Brito again, or was that Wallace?
No, I think it was Brito. Wallace a little bit bigger than Brito. So it picks up 6, it looks like.
That's going to make it third and short. Or are they moving the chains completely?
Okay, so that was a 7-yard gain.
All right, so 7-yard gain
Ball is on the
instead,
carry,
and
quiet
it's a
check.
first
Video
down
check goes
for
to
the
tackle
Hillies.
Beverly brings up first down.
James to throw. Plenty of
Oh,
time.
threw it
Again,
behind him.
misfires there.
I haven't seen
Intended
that too much with
Nope.
Farrell. Maybe he's a little cold coming out of the locker room.
Yeah, intended for Sebastian.
Farrell pass was
You know, we got a difference in styles here, right? You got the
Oh, yeah.
grinded down wing tee and the wide open spread. You know, wing tee, the way Coach Hutton does it is his quarterback runs in and out with the play. Haverhill with the
Consistently,
no
Beverly
huddle.
rushing just 3. Farrell plenty of time.
Oh, he's got
throws it
him.
up. Someone's got to find the football. But he could not. He got his head around, and that's why I said that, because I thought he was about to find the football.
James Farrell
But he just could not in time.
33 yards. That looked like Guillaume with the catch.
Yep. So he went right back to Sebastian.
You know, again, they had some pressure on him, chased him out of the pocket. Just made a nice pass out of it.
Yeah.
That's Wallace there.
And again, decent arm by Farrell on the move, getting it down there.
Yeah, I mean, he's running to his left as a right-handed quarterback. That's the one of the toughest throws to make. Picks up 4. Oh,
High
high
snap, and it gets by Farrell.
Farrell's
All
just
the way
going to jump
to
on
the
it.
45, where he's going to just have to fall on it. And that is a break that the Panthers needed.
Yeah, that helps. Smart play by
Breaks,
Farrell.
and let's be honest, the breaks, they're humming on offense. Haverhill's playing really well. Panthers also have had a couple of breaks just not go their way.
They get right back to it. No huddle. It's quick. Doesn't
Yep.
give Beverly a chance to set up.
Huge play. He's
High
got him
pass.
open
Nice
high,
play
though.
by Hubbard. Breaks it up.
Looking for Guillaume again. Great coverage, though, by Hubbard.
Kevin Hubbard on the pass coverage.
And also on the 4th down, well, not the 4th down, but the goal line stand last play, last half.
Yeah,
The
Hubbard
second
had
to
it.
last play, that throw into the end zone, Hubbard, bang, bang, got his hand in to break it up.
All right, 4th and 25. They got to punt the ball. This is the first punt by Haverhill, right?
Indeed.
First, well, who knows? They might not punt it. You know, last
They could
time they
not.
set up for a punt, they faked it.
Alexander Gomes. For
I hope they
Haverhill.
fake it again.
So this is Alexander Gomes who had that pass on the fake punt.
Yep.
They got guys out there now.
Panthers.
Did someone move? Yep.
You know, that might not be such a bad thing for Haverhill.
No, honestly, it kind of gives them more room
Yeah.
to be able to try and pin this thing back.
Now, again, in the NFL, that's, you know, a 50-yard punt or whatever. Here, you don't have too many kids with the legs to do that,
No.
so you might actually see a return here.
Beverly calling time. Hutton was not happy about something.
Yeah, I think he wants to set up a return here. Or they get too many men on the
Yeah,
field.
they had too many men on the field. That was what the problem was.
You're trying to make a comeback.
I
burning
know,
a
and you have-
timeout on special teams isn't
I know,
not optimal.
early in the 3rd quarter down, you have to burn that timeout. Ugh, just not ideal. But Panthers defense, get the 4th, you know, the goal line stop.
Yep.
Then you get a stop here. Will help as well. But you get the stop. Couple of big plays in the secondary, by the way, on some passes.
Yeah.
And now you're in business here to at least try and start the comeback now.
Yeah, so we got Damian Day back there to return the kick. I mean, the timeout does give Beverly a little bit of a breather, too.
It does. So 9:50 in the 3rd quarter. Panthers getting the ball back down 3 scores.
Yep. Oh, didn't
I know.
Didn't go over the line.
Are they faking it?
No, he
Oh,
was
no.
just trying to punt it, but
Yeah.
people get out of
Just
the
had
way.
pressure.
Get out of the way. Get out, get out.
They
Get
got
out.
to get out of there. Takes a Beverly bounce.
Yeah, a lot of
back
teams are
towards
now.
the 30.
A lot of teams are doing that punt now, where the punter runs over to the side.
Yeah.
That Australian rules football kind of
Yep.
kick.
I don't know. I would, in high school,
I know. Unless
that would
you
make
get
me
a kid
cringe.
who's an Australian rules football player.
Yeah, that's true.
Beverly's going to start off
Which you're probably not going to
first
see
and
too
10
many of
from their
those.
own 28-yard
No.
line.
All right, so Beverly starting off at their own 26, 7.
They bring Costa in motion. Costa's had a couple of nice runs
Yeah.
today,
Not
but
getting
he
anything
finds
new.
very little space this time.
Yeah, I don't think he gained anything on that, did he?
No.
Maybe a yard? Yeah, he picks up a yard.
Sean Costa, the ball carrier for the Panthers. Bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, Costa had 17 on 3 carries in the first half. A quick score for Beverly would be helpful right now. Okay, he's rolling.
All right, Kessel rolls. Kessel throws. There's
Throwing it
nobody
away.
there.
There was nobody there. Threw it away. No, don't take the sack. He's out of the pocket, so he just throws it away.
Pass is incomplete. Going to bring up third down and 10.
So 3rd and 10 now.
No, Dom, the field looks good as always.
Yeah.
Guys in the DPW, Todd Rushton and his crew, they do a nice job on the fields.
Everything looks nice. The hill looks nice even.
Yeah. It's been cool, rainy summer. Primary optimal for growing grass.
Yeah.
Terrible for weeds at home, but it's going to roll.
All right, Kessel rolls again. Kessel looking to throw. There's nothing there, and he's going to have to run out of bounds.
He picks up a few.
Kessel with the keeper.
Rolling out to the short side of the field.
4th and 6.
Picks up 3 yards or so. 4.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Pierce back there. Pierce might be the MVP so far. Huh? Beverly.
He's had a couple of really nice
Couple
punts.
of nice punts. Good kickoff. He's going to give himself a roll on that one.
Another nice punt.
Let it go. Another nice roll.
Rolls right to about that 25-yard line.
Danny
So
Pierce
Panther
punt
D
is
gets
down
a
by
stop,
Colin
but
McKay.
Haverhill counters with a stop of their own and gives the offense back, gives the ball back to Farrell.
You know, Don, we've been talking about the offense for Haverhill. With the exception of that one breakdown, that long pass, the defense has played a very strong game.
They have.
Forcing Beverly out early into the drives often.
Yeah, really just the play fake by Conant, one big play by Constantine, and then, you know, I mean, Hubbard has put in a good run there, here and there, but that's been pretty much it.
Yeah.
They've won at the line of scrimmage consistently.
Wallace with the carry. Picks up a yard. Again, I also think this no huddle for Haverhill is wearing Beverly down some.
I think so, too.
Gets it out to Guillaume. Fumbled it.
Fumble!
Beverly gets the
Ball
ball.
on the ground.
Beverly's
Beverly
got it.
has it, and that is exactly what the Panthers needed.
That looked like, I think, McCarron knocked the ball loose on that. Forced fumble. I think that was McCarron that knocked it loose.
That's Kevin Hubbard on the fumble recovery for the Panthers.
Kevin Hubbard, the man who falls on it. But that is exactly what Beverly needed.
Absolutely. yeah.
Defensive stops weren't even probably going to be enough. You needed some sort of turnover,
Yeah.
some sort of big play like that from the defense, and they got it right there. And still a whole 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, so it happened early enough. Kessel back to throw.
It's good time.
Kessel's got some
Nobody
time,
open,
but he
and
bails
he's got a
out.
guy.
Got the man open. Caught.
Costa.
There is Sean Costa on the reception. Finally
15
forced
yards.
out of bounds, but it's a Panther first down.
Nice protection there on that.
Kessel had plenty of time, let things develop, let Costa, you know, get to his side of the field. And
Nice
then,
patience.
Yep.
So real good patience there.
and then put it where it needed to be.
Oh,
Now Kessel keeps it.
I don't know if that was supposed to be a give or not.
I know, I don't know if that was a broken play or not.
Gains of 2 yards.
But Brian basically running forward for a quick 2 yards.
So we're going to see Day coming to the game, and number 1, Kessel, taking the play in. Straight
Kessel
drop
to
back.
throw again.
Screen.
Pressure in his
McCarron.
face.
Oh, he dropped it.
And McCarron
Popped out of his hand. I don't know if that's a fumble or an interception. I don't know if he ever
I don't know
had it.
either.
Beverly
Someone
played
on the
it down,
O-line
too.
is down right now for the
Yeah,
Panthers.
he's okay. He's back up. I don't know if he's okay. That's Ricky Torres, it looks like. Yep, Ricky Torres.
He's at least coming off the field pretty much under his own power. Yeah, but McCarron,
So that is a fumble.
somebody might have got their helmet on that football and popped it loose.
That's unfortunate. Beverly was moving the ball, too,
I know.
after the turnover from Haverhill. So they exchange turnovers.
Haverhill takes over 1st and 10 on their 18-yard line.
Oh, he's down.
And now Haverhill nearly turns it over.
Getting a little sloppy as the
heat-
weather starts to take
Yeah.
its toll.
Which, by the way, if that kind of sloppiness continues, you might see Haverhill start to take the air out of the football.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's the worst idea in the world, especially right now with their field position.
Right. A 5-yard loss.
I know.
Probably going to see a steady diet of Wallace here.
You could.
Okay, instead they go the jet sweep.
Jet sweep,
Nice
and he's hit
tackle right
hard in
there.
the backfield.
It's a nice tackle. And number 7, Jaden Santos.
Yep.
Grant with the carry, tackled by Brendan McCarron.
Yeah,
It was Santos.
don't listen to him.
To be read if we can both sides.
All right, 3rd and long now for the Hillies.
Unless we get trips.
Who was that on the carry? I didn't see that. Is that number 4? Tucker Grant?
Might have been. It wasn't one of the running backs because they brought him in motion.
Yeah.
So. All right, let's see what Haverhill elects to do here.
3rd and 12.
Farrell back to throw. 3-man again. Farrell's got
Gonna get
time.
after him,
Farrell
and he's got a
throws,
man, and
it's
it's incomplete.
yeah.
There's number 44 over there.
I thought that
Kwiatek.
was, and maybe he was throwing it away, but I thought that was one of the few mistakes today by Farrell. There's no need for that. Just throw it out of bounds. And that's exactly what I mean by we might see Haverhill start to take the air out of the football a little bit.
Right, trying to make a play, just throw that out of bounds. There's no need. All right, Beverly doesn't have any. Okay, now they get a guy back there. All right, so Day's back there again.
Damian Day back to try and return.
That was a flag penalty on Haverhill. Too many men on the field, it looks like.
Okay.
That's going to back him up. Now you wonder if Beverly's going to go after a block here.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
They're going to try to block it. Might not be a bad idea.
I know.
11 men on the line go
Well,
after
listen,
him.
I don't think it's a bad idea at all. Now we're approaching the 5.5-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. You're down 3 scores. You need big plays. And there's no reason not to come after this.
Oh, they just missed it,
And
too.
he just missed it. Damian Day over there, but it's
It's
going
out
to
of
bounce and go out of bounds near the 50.
So at the, looks like the 49 went out of bounds.
I tell you, Haverhill is
Nope, yep.
Haverhill's flirting with disaster a couple of times
I
here
know,
in this
yeah.
3rd quarter. And they were fortunate after a turnover to eventually get it back on a turnover 3 plays later.
Yep.
Punt nearly blocked. Farrell probably kept a throw in bounds that he probably should have just ate.
Yeah. All right, so the 50-yard line, 5.5 to go. Beverly down 20 points right now. They were moving the ball pretty well. There he is,
And
right
there
there.
is Costa. Nice running run,
gives
pushed
himself
out of
a run.
bounds. Probably about a, what, 6, 7 yard gain? Even more. Maybe it's 8. Let's see where they spot at. I'll tell you though, today Costa has been the most effective
Yeah.
carrier.
Yeah, he's getting himself outside. He's got good quickness. He's got some lineage. His dad, Steve Costa, was a decent football player back in the day. Played for Beverly High under Billy Hamer.
To a 6 yard gain.
Oh, Hubbard would
Costa
fumble it.
loses the football.
Oh, he's got, no, that's Hubbard.
That is Hubbard.
And it was 2nd and 4, and now it's 3rd and very long. But, you know, Kevin picked up, recovered it.
He did.
You know, he had just gotten the handoff before he got hit, so he probably didn't really have a handle on it. Nice hit.
Oh,
by
yeah,
the
no, the
defender.
pressure came right at the mesh point.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Kessel then gives it off. Ends up going to Conant.
Daniel Conan, ball carrier.
Conant picks up about 5 on that.
Conan with a 5 yard run.
All right, looks like they're going to go for it here. Oh, it's only 3rd down. Right, there's a 4th.
That's 4th.
4th down on the field. There we go. Yep. All right, but it looks like they're going to go for it here. No, we're not. I'm going to punt it.
No, you're going to punt it.
Yeah, 4th and 13. You know, that's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
4th
It's
and 5, you go for it, but
4th and very long. I mean, it is 3:45 to go. You're down 3
yeah,
scores.
But you back them up.
But
here.
at the same point, like you said, back them way up, and maybe you catch an even bigger break too.
Well, and the way Pierce has been punting the ball, you take advantage of his leg. And now we got all the players out there. First game of the season, you do get these kind of situations. Nice punt. They're going to get a return, though.
Yeah, that was kind of right to him. So now you're going to get a return. Oh boy, he's got a lot of room.
That's Tucker Grant, I believe, number 4. Tucker Grant with the return.
Tucker Grant, I tell you, he's got some good acceleration too.
Yeah.
He went 0 to 100 real fast.
Yeah. So we got 3:11 to go.
Oh, there's a flag on the field though.
Oh,
anyway,
Okay, oh, bring it back.
so that's coming
All
back.
right, so Grant's return
There's a
doesn't
flag
get him
on the
anything.
field, though.
Okay. Well, this is positive for Beverly.
So the nice return by Tucker Grant is all for naught.
Yeah.
And the Panthers do end up achieving the objective of at least pinning Haverhill back here. And once again, the Panthers are going to have to lean on their defense to try and get a stop,
Starting off at the 16.
or even bigger if they could get a turnover.
Yeah.
All right. Haverhill spread out pretty wide, though. Trips to the near side.
And
But they're going to be a
Burrito with the
handoff
run.
to Burrito.
that
Burrito,
was-
plenty of room across the marker, and I believe
Nope,
that's
actually, that was Wallace.
Wallace.
Wallace for 10.
First down.
Wallace with the carry for Haverhill.
You know, with this kind of humidity, the ball does get a little slick. You know, your hands, you're trying to hold on to it. So try to get in.
And maybe the field got slick, too.
Yeah, oh, there's, number 40 there, his first carry.
That's Nicholas Wilson.
You know, that's the thing about that RPO. You kind of hold the ball in there. It's almost like Farrell knocked him down.
I know.
Trying to give it to him.
Ben, tell Ben he's gonna
Alexander Marquez with the tackle.
So now Haverhill taking their time, even though they're in the no huddle, taking their time, drain the clock.
Carrero in motion. Carrero the target. Farrell staring him down. Now there's nothing there. He's going to have to turn back to the other side. Carrero's got a man.
Oh.
Misses him just a bit as Sebastian.
You know, that's Farrell got pressured a little bit, put it in a place where it's either incomplete or his guy makes a
Oh,
spectacular.
yes. Yeah, I was just about to say, though, he did end up putting that in the place where you need to right
Yeah.
now, especially game situation. The last thing Haverhill really needs is a turnover. There's
You know,
nothing wrong with drives stalling out right now for Haverhill, really.
Yeah, right.
Just don't turn the football over.
Right, and that was the pressure came because the coverage was there. They did
Yes.
a nice job covering up Carrero there. Farrell really didn't have anywhere to go until at the end of that play.
Yep, and that was Conant on the coverage on Sebastian.
Throwing again.
Barrel with this pressure
Screen.
right in his face, but the screen was set up.
Brito gets hit by Quietek.
Quietek is there, stops him.
Sniffed that one right out.
Tackled by Scott Quietek.
Quietek looks like he's cramping a little.
For Haverhill.
And that brings up a 4th down
Loss of
for
2
the
on
Hillies as we
Quietek
approach the
tackles,
minute and a
they
half
get 4th
mark
and
here in the
12.
third quarter. And just as I said, though, it's okay that drives stall out now for Haverhill. The big thing is just no turnovers.
Yeah. Force another punt.
No easy, nothing easy for Beverly.
Is that-
Nothing easy.
Who's back there to return that? Is that Kessel?
That looks like Kessel.
Oh, trouble with it. It's not, okay, so he's going to run with it. And he's going to get nothing on that. So, gain of a yard. Not enough for a first down, though. No. So, snap was a little to his left. He kind of bobbled it a little bit, and then he was trying to make a play. So, nice turnover right there for Beverly.
And just as I mentioned, the last thing Haverhill needs is turnovers, and just as they're getting ready to just safely just punt it away. Bad snap, disaster, and a turnover on down.
Now a quick score here changes the outlook a little.
It does.
Pass, a little
Conant
pop pass.
throws,
He's got
him wide open.
Again,
That's
there's
Conant.
that pass play right there. Again, quick score. Play fake right there. That seems to be the trick.
And exactly what we were talking about, the exact thing Haverhill's trying to avoid. They get the turnover on downs on the bad snap, and then right after that, a big strike by Beverly. Kessel to Conant. Big touchdown for the Panthers. And as minutes ago here in the third quarter, just a 2-score game.
That's the connection right there. They're looking for a play, looking for a call. Okay, they're looking for a player, I guess.
Daniel Pierce on to attempt the extra point for the Panthers.
So that's the play that's been effective for them. They've done it twice, scored 2 touchdowns. And again, it was only a 25-yard touchdown, but, you know, it could have been a lot longer if the field position dictated it, because they weren't going to catch Conant once he got that ball.
And now here's the flip side, right? For the people who always want to be aggressive. You have a big problem, big turnover, big score by the Panthers. When you turn your offense off, when you put it in park, when you need it again, can you turn it back on?
Right, yeah.
And that's what Haverhill's going to have to maybe start to look to do now.
Now, that said, Beverly has to get kind of aggressive on defense, and can Haverhill take advantage of that aggressiveness? Now, you get Danny Pierce here. He's got a leg on him, had a nice kickoff previously. So, you know, he's going to try to pin him down here. I don't think you're going to see an onside kick, but I think he's going to try to pin him down here. Yeah, maybe. Let's see what they do. You never know. I mean,
you never go full.
Maybe Coach Hutton goes
way too early for a full onside, but could you do what Haverhill's been doing and maybe force somebody to mishandle the ball?
Yeah, knowing that you had that long kick last time, maybe you can drop it between a couple of players. So you got 3 guys back for the kickoff.
Nope. Nothing, just straight kickoff.
That's Brito, fumbles it, gets it back. All right.
Oh!
A solid hit. Costa with the hit.
Danny Pierce with the kick. Sean Costa on the tackle.
Ball just a little bit past the 20.
Getting back to that touchdown, again, that was a play fake, and Kessel did a really nice job selling that fake handoff.
Yeah.
And he had the protection.
Haverhill will start off on their own 24-yard line, 1st and 10.
So here come the Hillies offense, and maybe with a different urgency now than we've seen on the past 2 drives. They stack the wide receivers on both sides. It's going to be a handoff, though.
Wallace going out.
Wallace has got a lot of room, rumbling forward across.
Oh, fumbled it.
He fumbled it.
McCarron picked it up.
Brendan McCarron has it. Running it back out of bounds.
Okay.
Right near the 45. Brian Kessel.
You got 2 players down, though.
Yeah.
And I think it was the player who caused the fumble who's down. He's hurt.
Haverhill's got their hands out claiming that he was down first.
But there was no whistle on the play.
No, there wasn't. There was no indication from anyone that the play was over.
That's unfortunate.
And it's hard to think that it's not going to stand the way it is.
Yeah.
But right now, the Beverly player is seriously shaken up.
So Wallace had about 13. Okay, so that's Kevin Hubbard that's down right now.
Ooh, that hurts.
Looks like he's holding his leg, too.
And that really hurts the offense as well.
I think it was Hubbard who caused the fumble.
I think it was, too.
Hubbard had recovered a fumble earlier that McCarron had caused. Now McCarron picks up the fumble that Hubbard caused. But right now, we're more concerned about the injury right now.
I tell you, there's some breaks that did not go the Panthers' way. Some bounces didn't go their way in the first half.
Yeah.
Starting to go their way a little bit more here in the second half.
Fortunately for Kevin, he's a big part of the offense, too. But we're not worried about the football part of the game right now. Okay, he's sitting up, though. That's a good sign. Trainer Brittany Hoyt out there and take a look at it. All right, he's up, standing up.
He's standing up.
Coming out on his own accord. A couple players out there.
Yeah, I think someone's going to come help him. I got to tell you, though, with how it started and how it looked.
Yeah, he was down. It looked.
I was worried it was even worse.
Looked
although
like something other than a leg, the way he was laying there.
I know. Or if it was like it looked like it could be like a complete break or something serious, like really.
So he'll come over, they'll take a look at him. Hopefully it's Charlie horse or something like that, and nothing more serious. All right, so Beverly gonna get the ball now.
I'm hoping at least just a sprain even.
Yeah.
All right, the McCarron fumble recovery is going to sit up.
Panthers have the football back, though, with good field position in Haverhill territory. Couple men moving in Costa's hands, then gives it back to Conant.
It's a little trouble with the exchange there.
Yeah.
So Conant isn't able to gain anything. Actually lost a yard, it looks like. All right, so we got 20 seconds left. This will probably be the last play of the half, unless we see an incomplete pass. Or ball go out of bounds.
All right, 2nd and 10.
Oh, bad snap. Costa picking up, trying to make something happen. There's not much you could do with that.
Now, horrible as it takes them all the way back into their own territory.
Yeah. That's a big loss, too. And they lost about 15 yards on that play. Okay, that's the end of the quarter.
So that'll put an end to the third quarter. And what was kind of a sloppy quarter by both teams, as we mentioned. Maybe the heat and fatigue is starting to be a part of the sloppiness.
Yeah, we've seen...
It's hot down there today, and the sun has started to come out now, too.
Yeah, we've seen a few tough snaps. And, you know, the offensive, the center is going to be able to get a grip on the ball, snap it. I'm going to guess the grass is a little slick.
Yeah.
You know, so trying to snap it back is a little difficult there. While we got a little time, boosters had asked me to talk about a couple things. So we do want to mention again the 2 sponsors for the boosters this year. I'd like to acknowledge them: Temporize Heating and Cooling and New England Flag Football and Basketball. Both key donors, sponsors to the program. Makes it so the kids don't have to stand out in front of a store canning. That was always fun when you were little, right, Don?
Yeah, it's great times.
And I'm going to guess the booster's probably going to do some kind of direct donation kind of thing, so you don't necessarily have to, come down and do anything. They do stuff online. We'll probably hear something about that a little bit later on.
Yeah.
And don't forget, Beverly Bootstraps is doing a food drive. Next time you come down to a game, you can always bring some food. You can always bring it over to Bootstraps, and I think they're collecting stuff down at the school as well. Each team, each athletic team is collecting food.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 3rd and 25. What do you think? Throw deep?
Yeah.
Oh, Statue of Liberty. Didn't get much with that.
That didn't work.
No, lost 3 on that one.
Are they going to be forced to just punt it away again here? Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
It's just 4th and too long.
Yeah. 4th and 27. Not really easy. Again, maybe Pierce can kick one that can't be handled so well.
Maybe.
Again, Beverly having to call a player off the sidelines on there. Those early season mistakes.
Kick is
High kick.
up. High kick.
Coverage there. Ooh, he almost fumbled that too. Nice job holding on to that. Damian Day with the tackle.
Yeah, nice tackle by Damian Day.
Damian Day on the tackle for the Panthers.
And now again, they did get a stop, forced a punt. You're in the 4th quarter. What is the Haverhill offense? What is the Haverhill offense going to look like? What urgency do they have?
Well, I think you're going to see a steady diet of Wallace and Brito, and then Farrell with the safe pass.
Haverhill will take over 1st and 10 on
Now, that said, you're probably going to see a play fake and another post or something like that.
Just because you said that?
Yeah. Because you don't really have Kessel's back there as a safety, but he's off to the side. He's not really playing center field. You see, you got Costa moving over there now.
Yeah.
But center field's wide open. If they can run a
3 wide receivers stacked to the far side, but back on with the grounded pound as Wallace rumbles forward for a nice gain.
Wallace, he's been pretty steady out there for them. He's got 2 touchdowns.
He's a big punishing back.
Yeah. Well, he's got 2 touchdowns. And again, those 2 touchdowns, 9, 10-yard touchdowns or whatever it was, because it was only from the 9 to 10-yard line.
Yeah.
He actually had space that could have got more yards if he had more room to run.
Wallace continuing to run on the Panther defense, and it's a 1st down for the Hillies.
Gained another 6
Wallace,
or 7.
ball carrier. Tackled by Alexander Marquez.
Okay, so Wallace is going to come out. He's going to be
Got
replaced
1st and 10 for Haverhill on
by
their
number 40,
39-yard line.
Nicholas Wilson. Wilson's got 1 carry on the day. Now you notice they're in a huddle. They're not doing the no huddle. They're taking their time.
Yep.
Burning the clock.
I tell you, if you go look at Beverly's schedule right now, by the way, it doesn't get much easier here to start.
Wilson breaks it. Ooh, lost a helmet there. Kessel's going to have to come off.
1st down, though, once again for the Hillies.
Yep. 10-yard.
Because non-conference, they get North Andover next. Then you get Peabody, who's what? Right now the best team in the NEC, right?
Yeah.
And then I believe it's Masco after that, which Masco is usually good.
Yeah. Masco was a good pickup for the NEC.
Yeah.
They got good sports programs. You're getting real games as opposed to 40-point games.
Yes.
Against some of those other GBL teams they had. Ooh.
Rip him down. That's a nice job by him.
That was almost a late hit there.
I know.
Nice play there by Herring, making the tackle one-handed.
Kind of an awkward sort of tackle if you're Mark, I think it was Mark Gain.
On the tackle for the Panthers.
I thought there was a chance that ball was going to get ripped out of his hands.
It looked like it was coming loose, but I didn't see who ran that.
I think it was 22.
Okay. Mark Gagne?
Yeah.
Wallace is back in there, second 11.
Bringing
After
4
Wallace.
this time. Wallace rumbling forward, dragging the ball, dragging the defense a few more yards. 4 yards, 3 yards, maybe 3.
Well, it's about a 4-yard gain because
Yeah.
it was from the 49. So.
Wallace to carry. Junior De Los Santos on the tackle for Beverly.
Wallace
Then we
with
got
13
third down and
carries.
7 from the Beverly 46.
Like you said, he's kind of the workhorse. It's essentially been Wallace on the ground and Farrell and Carrero in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to throw it.
Farrell throws. That
Got
ball
the
is
first
complete
down.
for a first down.
That's to number, I thought that was number 9? 8. Number 8.
That's Parker DiNatale. Might be his first reception of the game.
To Parker DiNatale.
I'm going to guess it's DiNatale.
Gonna bring
Di
first
Natale,
and 10
yeah.
from the Beverly 40.
Was that about a 7-yard catch? We strive to get names right if we can, but they
That's
don't give us.
actually-
They don't give us pronunciation.
That's
so.
actually, honestly, the most
Oh,
embarrassing.
nice play right there by Quietek with the. He was blitzing.
Yeah. That's honestly the most embarrassing one of my career, though, actually. My family name is Natale.
Oh, really?
Nice pass deflection by Scott Quietek.
You know, the Parker part threw me off, you know? If it was Luca, I would have known exactly what to say next, but
What are you doing throwing that Anglo name in there with DiNatale?
I'm glad I wasn't the firstborn, though. I didn't get that name. Oh, man, he's got
Pirano.
all day. Pirano.
Nice run there by Pirano. He's had a few decent runs.
Pirano, the ball carrier. Tackled by Jaden Santos.
Yep, they give him the first down.
Carry is good for a first down. It's going to be first down and 10 from the Beverly 29.
Pirano with 4 runs and 2 catches. About 50 total yards. In front of his friends and family.
And now have the Haverhill offense doing exactly what what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
More in the third quarter before things kept getting sloppy, which is really grind this out.
Yeah.
Extra pressure this time from the Panthers, and the black shirts get in there.
No gain.
Walls, the ball carrier. Tackled by Christopher Burns.
May have actually lost a couple inches there. You know, Dom, we're in the booth, and it feels really sticky. We don't have the sun on us.
I know.
These kids are getting the stickiness and the sun.
I know. It's tough.
And hopefully all the Beverly beaches are now swimmable. So after the game, they can just
Wait, were they not?
don't go down to Dane Street Beach today unless you want to watch the cyclocross. You're
Wait,
not gonna
wait,
get
wait,
there.
wait. Were the Beverly beaches out of commission again?
Some of them were, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we
So
got a
much
false
rain, you
start
know.
there, yeah.
Not gonna be a false start against Haverhill.
Nope, no. Encroachment on
No
Beverly.
encroachment on Beverly.
Yeah, just a little warning if you're in town today, avoid Lothrop Street unless you want to deal with traffic and cyclocross. Lothrop Street is closed all day today, so
Okay.
they have the cyclocross Grand Prix down there.
Ah.
If you're into bicycle racing, go check it out. It's kind of an interesting thing. I mean, you can still go to Dane Street Beach. You're just
Yes.
going to have to walk.
There's plenty of other beaches. I would avoid Dane Street then today.
Yeah, yeah.
Runs
Wallace with
forward.
another run. Took a good
Walls,
shot.
the ball carrier.
Took a shot to the head on that.
Oof.
And 10 yards. Gets up
He's
a
all
little
right.
slow, but I think he's okay.
Tackled by Connor LeCole.
That was about a 8-yard, 10-yard carry.
This Beverly D has been forced to be out a lot today.
Well, and if you take a look, a lot of those guys are on the offensive side of the ball,
That
too.
too.
So they're playing two ways. You know, Considine's out there a lot. McCarron's out there. Kessel's out there. Costa getting a lot of playing time. Herring is on the offensive side of the ball. A lot of those guys. And I'm leaving some guys out. But.
I know, a lot of them are 2A. Farrell throws through the
again.
hands of the defender and
Okay.
a flag thrown.
I think we're going to see interference there, but Herring there
Broken up by
again.
Benjamin Herrick.
Maybe defensive hold. Okay. Beverly trying to sell their case. Santos
Yeah.
trying to sell the case there, and yeah, I think he does.
Maybe he
Okay,
did.
they're picking up the flag. They're picking up the flag because the defender hit the receiver, but Herring had already touched the ball.
I was
so-
just about to say, is it because that what they're saying is that he had deflected it first? Yep, that's exactly what he just showed to the Haverhill sideline.
Yeah, and that was that's Herring's second opportunity over there, and an interception. It's just really tough when you're wearing that big club on you.
I'm surprised they threw the ball.
Well, I think it was he almost fumbled that snap. Well, I think the idea is that's supposed to be a relatively safe pass to make.
I
but,
know. It wasn't, though.
no. That was number 23 with the carry.
They've been running the ball just so well on this drive, though.
Picked up 3 on that.
Cover 2.
Does Beverly what? They have 2 timeouts left?
We got
Yeah.
3rd down and 8.
Now you're starting to see the cramping. Guys slumped over. You could see the fatigue setting in. Again, it's because they didn't drink the pickle juice before the game. And we got another penalty.
Yep, that one is a
Delay
false
game.
start.
It's a delay game.
Oh, it's a delay game.
Delay game, right?
Yeah, it's a delay game. So delay a game penalty there on the Hillies to back them up a little bit more on this 3rd down.
You know, that might, it's running clock now, so they started the clock again. Don't know. Live ball after the penalty.
Yeah.
There are discounted items at the snack shack that will be running till the end of the game.
So if you need a cheap lunch, Dom,
It's not a
and
terrible
here it's
idea.
a discount at the snack shack. Oh, he fumbled it.
Farrell lost
On
the
fake
handle on it,
handoff.
falls on it.
Hey, Dylan, talk to those secondary guys. If there's a fumble, you got to stay in cover. Like,
Farrell,
Did Farrell twist something when he went down there to get that?
he's just taking a break. No, he's down.
No, he is down.
Cramp.
Or he's
Looks like-
cramping.
Maybe.
hey, and then coach, we're going to go.
Yeah, kind of looks like a cramp.
Yeah.
He's going to have to come out.
Yeah. It's 4th down anyway, though.
Yeah.
But just as you mentioned, the heat getting to some people, and right now James Farrell with a cramp.
So it's 4th and 13. They can still get a first down.
We get a 2-by-2. We're going to be agreed.
Do you take a shot into the end zone, or do you just,
Yeah, why not?
or you just hand it off?
You could just hand it off just to burn more time or make
Yeah.
Beverly burn one of his timeouts.
Yeah,
but
you got 2:44 left.
well, I mean, do you take it? I mean, you can't take a shot in the end zone now, though, can you? Unless you're going to use the backup.
Well, yeah, right. I mean, well, we did see if it is
can
going.
throw,
we did
that's true.
See, you know, and maybe you're saying let's give another guy an opportunity.
Yeah,
I'm going to guess it's going to be a handoff to Wallace.
I would think so.
Because that's the easy handoff. You know, if you got to try to do a jet
Once
sweep.
again,
or
there
something.
are
No, I wouldn't do anything
Takes a
weird.
chance.
items at the snack
Listen, it's
shack,
either a
so
simple
make sure
handoff to
you
Wallace or you just throw
stock
one
up
into the
Yeah.
end zone
before you leave.
just because.
Throwing it into the end zone, if it gets intercepted, not a big deal.
Yeah.
All right, so Gomes coming in to play quarterback now. Wallace not in the game, so we're not going to see a handoff to him.
Hey, actually, tell Jaden.
Empty.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean Gomes ain't going to run it himself.
So Brito
though.
step back. You might see a quick pass to him.
Well, also Gomes can run,
Yeah.
so
All right, he's going to throw it, looking for the end zone, get to the outside.
Gomes throws
Oh,
low. I don't know if he brought
catch.
that
That
in.
ball looked like it hit the ground. Let's see what the referee says.
Yeah, the ref says no.
Yeah, incomplete.
So an incomplete. So
I think he might have.
they did elect to take a shot, though.
I don't know if he was over the line of scrimmage when he threw that.
I thought that was debatable as well. I thought there could.
you could have both feet over the line. Though,
I thought there was a chance he was over the line of scrimmage too when he threw that.
All right, so anyway, it's incomplete. So Beverly going to take over with 2:23 to go. Going to have to open it up a little bit now.
No, yeah.
Beverly takes over
You're
on
really, I mean, at this
downs.
point,
First and
they're
10
actually
from
not
their
going to run the ball much
25-yard
at
line.
all, I don't think.
No, but you drop back, you maybe run a screen or something.
You can. All right, 2:23 to go, 27-14, Beverly down. Kessel moving, Kessel looking to throw, sees nothing there, hesitates, and he's going to be dragged to the ground.
Kessel, he wanted like a stop and go over there, but they just covered that pretty well.
They did. That was Jake Bouquet. Kessel throws. Kessel too far for his intended target.
We're seeing Costa starting to cramp now.
And now Costa is down, and I'm hoping it's only a cramp.
Yeah, he was trying to stretch it earlier. Looks like he's grabbing his calf.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they're stretching it out. At this point, you're going to start to see this happen a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of guys start to cramp up, and it seems like it's the calves and the hamstrings that cramp on you.
Yep. What was that game? There was a game like last year or 2 years ago, I think, that we did, though, that it wasn't even hot, and they just kept having cramping issues.
Yeah, I don't remember which.
That was one of the odder games I've done.
Well, you can see cramping in cold weather, right? Because your muscles are tightening up to try to stay
true.
warm. So
that makes sense.
happen. It's when it's not super hot or cold.
Yeah.
That like, where's that from?
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that hydration's not just, hey, let me have a couple drinks before the game. It's the night before you really have to kind of hydrate. So remember, kids, hydration's very important if you're an athlete. That's why all those athletes advertise for Gatorade, right?
Yeah. Kessel
looking, he's going to throw
pressure,
it, and
throws it up,
he
caught.
gets the catch. Damian Day with the catch. I think that was Day. Nope, that was number 17.
Anthony Walsh.
Iliopoulos. He only didn't gain anything.
Kessel pass is complete to Anthony Walsh. Iliopoulos.
Actually,
That had turnover written all over it. I cannot believe they even came down with it.
Fourth down.
4th and 11. Kessel back to throw. Pressure coming. Lofts it up, and it's going to get picked off
by Carrero. Carrero doing it on both sides of the ball.
Devin Carrero with the pick, and that pretty much is going to seal this one for the Hillies.
Yeah. I mean, that's a desperation play.
Oh,
There's not much you can say.
Hillies will move.
Yeah, 4th down interception.
Yeah.
You got to try whatever you can try.
Well, especially at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
You just got to throw one up. So the Hillies
Beverly still has
a
couple timeouts.
They do, but Hillies in prime position to move to 2-2 in the last 4 meetings with the Panthers and 2 in a row over Beverly.
Seen a couple different players out there now, with the injury to Costa being one of the reasons. Gomes taking the snap, giving it, going to keep it.
Gomes on the keeper.
Picks up a couple yards. Herring with the tackle there.
Tackled by Ben Herring.
Okay, 5-yard gain.
Yeah. Did Beverly use its timeout?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Really, you know, as we do a little recap here, really it was the first quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Haverhill just, you know, scoring quickly.
Yeah, almost at will.
Yeah. You
They
know,
definitely put the offense more in park in the second quarter.
Yeah. But, you know, Farrell, looks like the book is going to be closing on Farrell. He's going to finish with about 120, 130 yards. About 230 yards passing.
Okay, for a second I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, about 230 yards passing.
Your math is off by half.
Well, interesting. He was in the second half. He was 2 for 6.
Yeah.
2 for 7 actually, and that's going to end it. It looks like.
Gomes will take the knee.
Okay, we got to get one last timeout, Coach Hutton.
All right, Hutton takes the last one, so Gomes is just going to have to take one more knee. And as we mentioned, Beverly's going to have one more game before the conference play starts. They're going to play at North Andover, I believe, next week. Then they have to open with Peabody. So it is a that's a tough 3 games to open a season with.
Yeah,
Masco,
you know,
no pushover after that.
right. You know, and Coach Hutton, he did a lot this year to try to create a culture with this team. He's got a leadership council made up of players from different grades, including his captains, to try to, you know, get these guys working together. He says they do a lot together. He has breakfast with the team often, you know, the whole team. So he's trying to build something here. And he said these seniors have really kind of taken a hold of that.
That's good.
You know, they're trying to take guys under their wing, try to do some things and all that.
By the way, all 3 of the next games are on the road. Yeah. Peabody, North Andover, and Masco all will be away, so the Panthers will not have another game here for quite some time.
Yeah, that's tough, right? Going on the road, you just lose this game. You know, you try to pick up some positives of what happened. You did see you lose a game, but you do have some positives to pick up on. Sean Costa,
You like that the
young
defense
guy.
pushed back in the second half.
Yeah.
And created some turnovers and situations and plays for you
Gomes looking to throw the
try
ball.
and get back in it.
Maybe now he's just going to run it.
And by the way, with how bad the game did start in the first half, Beverly came back.
Yeah.
And they were in position a couple of times to make things real interesting.
Yeah, you know, they were down 27-7 at the half. And 20 to 7, excuse me. And, you know, essentially second half they tied. Second half.
Yep.
So you look for some positives with that. Like I said, Sean Costa looked pretty good out there. They got Herring back now, and he's going to get back into game shape and everything.
Yeah.
So, you know, you try to make some, do some stuff during practice this next week. You know, you try to pick the guys up, find those positives, and you work on that.
Yeah, indeed. So that will do it for us here from Herd Stadium to kick off the football year. As you mentioned, we will not be back here for some time as the next 3 games all on the road for the Panthers. But, Rich, it's a pleasure as always to be back, and I'm looking forward to it. Panthers on the wrong end of this one today, though. The final Haverhill 27-14 for Dominic Lorenzano and Rich Francis signing off. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you.